What's up, guys? Zaid here with another Eldlich Invoked replay for you. I've been really liking this deck. I played it at locals last week, I believe. If you're interested in the deck profile, it's on my buddy Asian with Cards channel, and I'll leave the link in the description. I won the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and so I'm going to be going first. I'm against this dude Dentamaker, whose ranking's like 721. Mine is 716, so we're pretty closely matched according to ranked. And I open Conquistador, Hawquero, Strike, Sanguine, and Ice Dragon Prison. He opens Lao Lao, Quanglong, Lulu, Imperm, and Quan Lu. Or Virtual World City is the easier part of that card to say. And so my turn one's pretty simple. Set 5 pass. He draws Gigi, activates the Kowloon, and then he's gonna at the resolution of that, I'm gonna Elixir just to put my guy on board and mainly test the waters if there's an Ash. There wasn't an Ash, and so now I know like which of my interruptions are gonna go through and which aren't. So he goes Lulu effect. I'm gonna Conquistador, pop his trap so Lulu doesn't resolve. Then he normals Lulu, activates Lily, and I strike. This deck typically doesn't have that many extenders. Like, I mean, they have 4 possible ones, one of each of the 4 relevant names. And so my theory was that he probably didn't have 3 to 4 of them. And he did have 3, we see. And so I striked here, but maybe I should have waited for a synchro play or something. But my thought process was just that this was going to keep him off of playing the game. As we see, it didn't work. He has a 3rd name, which he's going to activate. And all I have left is Hawquero and Ice Dragon's Prison, which isn't going to stop this name. I chained the Hawquero, though, just to remove the Gigi, so he does have 1 less card to work with. He sends a Quanglong, summons out his Lao Lao, then he's going to use Quanglong effect, which maybe this was dumb and I should have saved it for a Quinlong? That could be. It could be a misplay here, because it is going to give him an additional name to play with now. And then he's going to pitch another Quinlong at the resolution of Quinlong. Lily effect, send a spell and trap, setting the 3rd Quinlong and then the Zhuan Wu to summon out Lily. Here, he's not sure what he wants to do. He thinks he's going to Synchro 9 there. Then he goes Chu-Chi to reduce Lulu to 3. And he thinks he's going to Synchro 6. And is like, no, I'm not going to do that. And then he Synchro... Keep this in mind, by the way. Keep in mind the 3 attempts to Synchro before he actually Synchros. And then he summons out the mech. And then he's going to activate this card. Banishing. Summoning. Without giving me a window to respond. And I said think in response. And then I Ice Dragon the Lily to summon it. And here he didn't really realize what was going on. I tell him that I'm Zhuangwu, target Lily. Chain Ice to summon Lily. And here, look at this. Look at this response. You would say it before, but no problem. What? 1, the dude didn't really give me a window to say it before. He just kept going. No, and I have background. I'm a background deck. And 2, he attempted to Synchro 3 different times. 1 with a level 6 and a level 3. And then he's like, no. And he makes his guy level 3 instead of 6. And then it goes to Sync 6. Doesn't do it. And then goes to Sync 9 again. Like, dude, give me a break. Don't fucking tell me you would say it before. I let you take a thing back 3 times. Don't act like you're being graceful to me. I didn't once say you attempted to summon, but no problem. Maybe I'm overthinking it, though. Maybe he wasn't trying to sound like assholey, but this part kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And so, next we have the battle phase being entered. The mech can only attack over his own Lily or one of my traps. And then none of his Lulu can't attack over anything. So he just opts to hit the Lily, deal 9 to me. I don't really know if that was the correct play. I don't know what would be correct to hit here, though, because, like, my traps will float the next turn. His Lily doesn't really do much for me, but I guess it does just as much as these cards do. But, weirdly enough, I draw the combo piece to kill him, being the Effect Veiler. This is what I love about this deck, is you just summon a tuner in its game. Summon Helk effect, and he scoops, but the Helk summons out another Veiler. Then you make Celine. Celine brings back the Veiler, and he had 3 spells in his grave. I didn't even have any, but his spell cards let me play the game. And so I make access and kill him. This is like my favorite thing about this deck, is that hand traps are combo pieces. It's fucking bonkers. Game 2, he's going first. He bricks. He opens a... Well, this actually... Is this a brick? Yeah, I think Quinlong GG doesn't play the game at all. Because he could only send a monster or a trap to... I mean, he technically should be able to... We'll see, though. We'll see what he does, but I think the optimal play is probably activate Quinlong, GG effect, send Lulu, summon GG in defense, end phase GG, add back. Or he could summon the Cycle Reader and make a level 6 Synchro. So plays do exist in this hand. I also don't know why he sided in Cycle Reader. I think the card's kind of subpar, but he also didn't see that I was on Invoked. So he doesn't know that this card literally does nothing to a big engine in my deck. But I open Strike, Chaos Hunter, Eldland, Veiler, Conquistador. So even if he attempted to play, my Chaos Hunter would keep him in check, but he'd also have the talents to take it. So here he literally just passes, which, like I just went over, I think that might have been wrong. Because he could at least Quinlong, GG, send... Ooh, he also, like, could have made a level 9 also. Because GG could send the trap that modifies level. He can modify his level up to 6. And then he could normal this. So, like, he did have access to at least one synchro. He could have made, like, a Charge Warrior to draw. Or, like, a Coral Dragon. And the trap he sent could have been the Reborn. And then he could have Reborn, sync with the Coral into a Shen, draw off Coral. And then possibly get a name and continue to play. So I think that this hand maybe could have been played better. Especially in hindsight, knowing that this card is dog water against my deck. I was going to say shit. I don't know why I censored it. This card's dog shit against my deck. And I draw for turn, I draw an Ash. But looking at my hand, I also don't play the game with this hand. This hand's a very good hand, and I'm content with it. But I don't really do much proactive plays here. So I just Eldland search for the Hawk. And then I set the Strike and the Conquistador. I sided out a Hawquero, so I only have 2 in deck and then 3 of Conch. But I just think Conch is a better interruption against this deck, like way better. And so even though I only have 2 Hulk, I thought it was correct to set the Conch. I didn't get punished for it, I don't think, but maybe it was wrong. I'm not sure. But here, I just set 2 pass, and I have infinite interruptions. Like, I have a Floodgate, 2 interruptions in hand, and then the Strike set. He's going to activate Quinlong here. Now he's going to GG. I'm going to let him summon GG, sending Nian. Oh, that's another thing he could have done, actually, was send Nian on his opening, and then summon the thing and do the thing. I think that he kind of misplayed not making a play going first. And by kind of, I mean definitely. Especially because you could have made a play that attempted to get me to hand trap. Like, play into hand traps so that you could talents me and try to draw another name and continue to go. Like, sometimes I wish I could just play both decks when I'm playing a match. Like, damn. But GG comes out. I activate the Chaos Hunter, summon itself out. And then he talents here. I Ash, and he tries to called by, and then he banishes my guy, and I'm like, bro, you can't banish. And so he keeps his called by. His talents does not resolve, and all he has here to do is pass. So I Hawquero effect, grab myself the Eldlich, and let's see. He's got a spell engrave. I have a spell on field. He has a spell on field. So then here I just activate that. In hindsight, I should have used the Conquistador on the end phase. Because if I conked on the end phase, my turn rolls around. I can normal summon Veiler. I guess that's a spot where the Cycle Reader would actually kind of hit. But at that point, like, it would be a little too late. Like, not a little too late. I think it would stop me from going game. Oh, he can't banish. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I would have went summon Conch, draw for turn, summon Veiler, Helki Fibrax, summon Veiler, link for Celine, summon Veiler, link for access, kill this, hit for game. Actually, it's not game. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would, because I also had the elixir to summon this guy out. So yeah, I technically misplayed also. I could have killed him, but I had a lot of fun during this match because I really like playing this deck. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Speaking of subscribe, 94% of you fucks are not subscribed. If you're watching till the end, change that shit, please and thank you. See you later.